Hi, I'm Michael Gaddis, your Vista, California real estate expert. This is your April 2014 real estate market update for Vista, California. Now, this video is going to contain a lot of numbers and data. The reason I'm taking the time to do this for you is to give you an indication of what it takes, or part of what it takes, to help determine what value you should put on your house when thinking about selling. This video lets you into my brain a little bit in order to see how I begin the process of determining what the list price of a home should be. This is not the end process, it's just the beginning. I look at multiple databases when trying to determine where I think I can push your value of your house. My job is not to just throw your house on the MLS and sell it. My job is to sell your house for as much as I possibly can. That's what you expect of me. And in order to do that, I've got to use all of the research and analytical skills that I have to try to figure out what's the highest price I can put it at and still justify it in case it's challenged by an appraisal. So with that being said, let's see what's going on in Vista. Currently in Vista, there are 148 active listings. The average active listing has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 2,316 square feet, has an average list price of $571,534, and an average list price per square foot of $257, and has been on the market for 53 days. There are currently 35 contingent listings in Vista. That's a lot of contingent. So that still shows that there's a lot of distressed homes in Vista, a lot more than some of the surrounding communities. So Vista is still in the process of dealing with a lot of underwater homeowners and people losing their homes, because contingent listings typically refer to short sales. In Vista right now, there are 35 contingent listings. The average contingent listing has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,951 square feet, has an average list price of $366,733, and an average list price per square foot of $193. Now, you might have noticed that the average list price per square foot for these contingent listings is significantly lower than the active listings, and that's normal. No matter where you go, contingent listings, short sales, usually price out lower than what active or pending listings, and as we'll see. So really, you really shouldn't put a lot of value or faith into what the list price per square foot is of these contingent listings, because that doesn't mean that's what it's going to ultimately sell for, and that is the more important data, which we'll get to later, the sold data. So currently there are 108 pending listings on the market in Vista. Now when I say as of today, today is April 9th, 2014. I've pulled all of this data from Sandicor, which is the multiple listing service for San Diego County. And the data that I pulled is active pending contingent listings and sold data with sold listings occurring from March 1st, 2014 until the present, which is April 9th, 2014. So currently, as I mentioned, there are 108 pending listings. Pending listings are listings that are in escrow. So there might be some short sales in there that have been converted. I'm sure there are. But basically, they're listings that are on their way to closing, hopefully. So the average pending listing in Vista, California right now has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,902 square feet, has an average list price of $464,016, and has an average list price per square foot of $263. Now, the average market time for these pending listings is 37 days, so that's not too bad, just a little bit over a month on average before they go pending. There have been 82 sold listings since March 1st of 2014. That's a lot. There's a lot of activity going on in Vista. As you can tell, there's a lot of active listings, there's a lot of pending listings, and there's a lot of contingent listings. So Vista is a hotbed of activity. Now, the average home that was sold during this time period was 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,700 247 square feet, had an average list price of $421,033, had an average list price per square foot of $247 per square foot. But with all that being said, and all the numbers that I just told you, the next set of data is the most important. So all the rest of it is nice, but this is what is really important. It has an average sold price in Vista, California of $413,000 and an average sold price per square foot of $243. So that average sold price per square foot is the beginning basis of trying to determine where the price of your house should fall. It's not the ultimate determining factor, but it gives you a basis to start with. Now, typically when I price out houses, this is where I'll start. I'll take this particular sold price per square foot, and then I'll check many other databases to see how I can go against this one and what your house might have versus other ones. So there's a lot that goes into pricing it out, but this is a good beginning stage for that. The average days on market for the sold listings was 51 days. So these are basically listings that are coming off of the through the winter time. They're closing now, so they stayed on the market a little bit longer due to the time of the year it was. So, but one thing I can determine from all of this data is that there is a lot going on in Vista, California. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this April 2014 real estate market update for Vista, California. If you would like to speak to me and have me evaluate the price of your home, or if you have any general real estate questions at all, please feel free to call me. You can reach me at area code 760-692-5950. You can also reach me via my website, www.michaelgaddis.com. Or you can stop by my office. My office is located in Carlsbad, not too far from Vista at all. I drive through Vista every single day on my way to work. You can stop by my office at 6104 Innovation Way, Carlsbad, California 92009. I want to thank you for taking the time. I look forward to speaking to you in the future. And as always, I give you more, but it doesn't cost you more.